Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Homecoming is a fun time of year for teens, football games, dances, time with friends, but it can also be very dangerous, especially at night. In fact, the leading cause of death for people 15 to 20 years old is car accidents. So today, how to encourage your child to be a safe driver. Anne Scallon is with Before the Wheel, an online resource center for safe driving. And today she's going to talk about the 3 most important things for parents to practice when preparing their teenage drivers. Great to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you.
Let's get to these 3 things, and a lot of it has to do with being available, right?
Right, exactly. And it's got to be a true availability, you know, just to throw out to your teen, call me if you're uncomfortable or something. They've got to know that you're really going to be available.
And part of being available is having a sort of relaxed conversation about driving, right? And does that conversation happen at home in a restaurant, or does it happen while you're driving?
You know, it could happen in any of those circumstances, but it's got to be, the key word you said is relaxed.
Yeah,
it cannot.
I have a hard time with that part of it.
Exactly. We all do. We want to turn it, we want to rush it into this, do this, don't do this, you know, and that's the worst thing, because they just shut down right away. So it's got to be a natural thing. Like, have you ever been in a situation where you were taking a left and the other driver said they could, you know, take, or thought they could take the right on red, but came very close to you? You know, were you ever in this type of situation? Or when you've been in a carpool, have you ever been in this situation? Don't try to tie it into their teens. Try it into other adults making mistakes.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, and kind of talk through scenarios,
right?
So that
exactly.
You can kind of get their perspective on it a little bit. So again, it's a casual, it's an unrushed conversation, and then I think it's always important to talk about how many people are in the car, because whenever you're here, that's the thing that really stands out to me is the more people in the car, the more dangerous it always seems to be.
Right, and it's an exponential danger level. So when you add, obviously your teen's not going to drive to homecoming by themselves, but
right.
Just try to get them to go in a pair, whether it's their date or a friend or whatever. And just explain to them the flexibility that they have to come and go to different things, like, you know, maybe there's the game and then there's a stop for coffee or whatever, to come and go on their own time schedule. Once they're in a car with a bunch of people, you don't have a lot of freedom. You can't make those decisions. It becomes a group decision, and then you're stuck.
Yeah, so 3's a crowd.
Yes,
right?
3 is definitely a crowd. The danger level goes up, the distractions, the adrenaline. Remember, these are teens.
Right.
I mean, they're excited, you know. Going fast seems like a really fun idea, and it just seems more fun the more people are in the car and the more people get excited.
What advice would you give to parents to help them get their child to realize that they can be a safe call, that they'll be, if somebody's drinking alcohol or if somebody's driving recklessly, that you are available for that no questions asked, I'll pick you up kind of thing? Right.
So yeah, what you want to do is get your teen to try to stop the action first. And they can do that by saying, let's stop at a coffee shop, or I forgot, you know, let's run into this store, I forgot something. That way, everybody's out of the car. Right away, that kind of stops whatever momentum's going on. And then if they're comfortable talking to the other teen and saying, you know, I'm not comfortable with what's going on, very unlikely they're going to be comfortable doing that. So the 3rd option, of course, is for them to get on their cell phone, let you know what's going on.
Really quick, you wanted to say something about car technology, right?
Right, so car technology can really save lives. I'm changing the recommendation I gave in previous years. If you can get a teen in a newer car, it's much safer. There's a lot more bells and whistles that go off when the driver is not doing the right things.
That's great information. Probably helps with insurance too. Thank you so much, Anne. Be safe this homecoming. Help your kids to be safe drivers. BeforeTheWheel.com is a great resource for more information, and we'll be right back.